Go ahead.
I appreciate y'all patience. I had some technical difficulties. Now I'm
It's
here.
all good.
I'm ready to dance. We can talk about any sport y'all want to talk about. We can do it. Darius, you're looking at me like you want to talk about something. Your,
Hey,
your Chargers won. They did good. Hey, if
hey,
you want to hear it from me, Justin Herbert is a top five quarterback.
There
Ain't
you
nothing else to
go.
talk about.
There you
But we
go.
need to talk. But we need to talk
You on
about
my
that
good
rookie.
side already, Unc.
But we need to talk about that rookie, Will Levis.
Oh, go ahead, Unc.
whoa.
Talk your talk, fam.
What
We need
about
to
him?
talk about Will. We need to talk about Will Levis.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to the NFL. My
Yeah.
grandmother always told me when she was done cooking, you know what she said? I'm tired. Stick a fork in me. Ryan Tannehill, you can stick a fork in him. He done. He done. All jokes aside, I was sending to Minnesota for a fifth round draft pick.
You do you think they better off getting Ryan Tannehill or they gonna call for Jameis Winston? That's what I heard.
Well, James Winston can do the job, but I think that Ryan Tannehill he's shown already. See, he came from the Miami Dolphins 3 years ago, right? And when he came, he already showed the experience and what he could do. If I'm the Minnesota Vikings, I'm going after Ryan Tannehill because if you run the ball, he's been the best play action quarterback that we've seen in the last 3 years, even over Pat Mahomes. Percentage wise, statistics wise, it don't matter where you go. Ryan Tannehill out of Nashville, you can bet your last dollar on it.
You can't
Yeah, I'm
give
not
Will
betting my
Levis,
last dollar on him.
you
It don't
can't give
matter.
Will Levis the job after one game.
You can't. You can't. But if you watch them, the young man, I don't care. Look, Tennessee Titan fans are saying one thing. You know what they're saying?
No, they
They
saying talk
saying
about.
Will Levis, you can eat mustard, ketchup, mayo, horseradish sauce. It don't matter what it is. You play like that, franchise quarterback, book it.
Now,
They don't
I mean,
look.
so
They
they got
booed
a
Malik
tough they
Willis.
got a tough matchup Thursday, huh?
They got a tough matchup,
What if he go
but you
out
know
there and throw 4 picks?
they got a. What you say?
What if he go out there and throw 4 picks?
And that's part of it. See, that's what people got to realize. You can't get too high, too low. See, you got to be even keel. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers' problem is scoring. He gonna have a whole lot of chances to score. Minka Fitzpatrick might not be playing. Mitchell Trubisky gonna be playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't see them doing too much. But Will Levis, what I like about this kid, first of all, you want to get Rand Carthon and Mike Vrabel all the credit for getting this kid ready. I don't like the fact that you play two quarterbacks, but Ryan Tannehill, he on the sideline being a mentor, and you got this kid. He know the playbook better than he know his girlfriend. Look here, Will Levis. He got one of them things on his shoulders. Look. I know y'all can attest to this because there I played football with you at Murray State University.
Uh-huh.
Look here, it's a little thing on his shoulder like a little chip. Barbecue, sour cream. He ready. He better go in Pittsburgh and do something now
You think
because
so?
he been waiting on this opportunity. But you know what? I like the fact that it took up for Malik Willis when the fans booed him. All the years I played with the Denver Broncos, I ain't never been booed, and they never booed us. I ain't with that. But one thing I do know is the number one thing you got to have in the NFL in life is adaptability.
Yeah, the
Malik
Titans
Willis,
fan base, they a shit fan base for that.
they are. I agree
They've
with
been
you on that. I
they've been
agree with
booted
you
for
on
sure.
that. Malik Willis, he'll be all right. But Will Levis, that's the storyline. Will Levis.
Will Levis went out there and played well. I don't think I'm gonna crown him this early, right? He still got a couple of games down the stretch. He got he got Pittsburgh who plays very good defense, and they're gonna pressure the quarterback. We're gonna see what he does under T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith pressure. You got Joey Porter
And
Jr. that's playing excellent football out there. So he
and
got
may I remind you, last time this happened, y'all, it was Marcus Mariota, and look what y'all did to him. So let's not like get too high. Like you said, not too high, not too low. But I mean, Marcus was a franchise for a little minute. And
Who the next 3 games, huh?
We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, you know
Might be
who
3 L's.
That's a tough stretch defensively.
the only reason why I think the Tennessee Titans march into Pittsburgh and win is because they don't know about Mitchell Trubisky. He's been showing you who he is, and the Tennessee Titans defense is nasty. Look, you know who I've been. You know who I've been from comparing Will Levis to? Justin Herbert. You
No,
want to know why?
Nah.
You couldn't
You want to
have.
know why?
four.
Oh my god.
When he fall down and when they get hit, he let go of it late, and it's still on the money. It's still on the money. Look at it. Go look at the film. You watch film all day.
Not saying
you go-
he can't put
when
up
you-
the numbers Justin Herbert did his rookie year, but after one game,
I didn't say he was better than Justin Herbert. I said I compared to him because Justin Herbert, see, he might let go of that ball late, but it's on the money. Will Levis, he let go of it late several times, and what he do? Touchdown. Andre Hopkins, old receiver, showing what he could do.
is that
you
what
know,
the
it's
offense
not-
been missing in Tennessee?
Said what did he say?
Is that what the offense been missing in Tennessee?
Well, I think it's rejuvenating. When you look at it, it's rejuvenating because all the way to the offensive coordinator, he's looking for points. They're looking for offense. They're looking for something special. Tannehill don't have the legs anymore. He's getting old. That's why I say he stick a fork in him done. He cooked. Trade him to Minnesota. Kirk Cousins out for the year. Achilles injury. Jefferson gonna need somebody to throw him the ball. I don't know that young quarterback from BYU. I don't know if he can do it.
They said
So-
Jefferson
so-
might be out for the year.
So you the GM of the Vikings right now. What you doing? You just gonna sit back and relax and try to sell off a little bit, or you gonna try to keep the season alive? Y'all sitting there 4-4 with the division. Depending on what the Lions do tonight, the division, then y'all reach. All the Vikings fan room for the Raiders right now.
It's a long season. The division's anybody's. It's a long season. You go get a quarterback, you're still in the mix. What they on a 3-game winning streak?
Two.
You go and get a veteran quarterback. He don't got to win your ball game. He got to do enough. Ryan Tannehill, Jameis Winston, Heineke from the Falcons. You got options.
Probably about to be the starter in Atlanta.
I think. Yeah.
What you think
How
about-
he gonna finish the season?
What you
If
think
they-
about them
if they
benching him?
smart. If they smart,
What you think about them benching him?
I think they ought to get rid of. They ought to get rid of him. I watched him enough. And if I tell you, if I had to juxtapose the two, Malik Willis or Ritter, they're the same quarterback. See, the issue is development in this league. The organization, if they're not developing a quarterback, then he's going to be your worst nightmare. And Ritter, I had a lot of praise for Arthur when he was in Tennessee, but now he's a head coach, and you got to be able to develop a rookie. He ain't developed that rookie, and he was quick to put Heineke in the third quarter. I don't see it.
Didn't save him none either.
He been
Yeah, right.
like did. Van Jefferson smoked it. He was about to move him down the field.
He always smoking it.
He been smoking it.
See, y'all talking about who's smoking it, but y'all ain't talking about who lit the blunt. What about Jeffrey Simmons? Jeffrey Simmons.
Hey.
Jeffrey Simmons' last name. Simmons is middle name. Donald is last name. Jeffrey Simmons Donald took over the game. Took over the game.
Yeah, all right.
What
Took over the game.
What you make of Kansas City offensive struggles?
I think they would do for it. If you look at when they beat the Broncos 2 weeks ago on Thursday night, you saw it. The Broncos that was hungry. Simmons, Surtain, they were looking for it. See, Pat Mahomes, they know where he going. He going to Travis Kelce. It makes it hard when you don't have a number one receiver, in my opinion. You just got a sometime playmaker. You go into Pacheco. You go into what's his name? Claire. The Kansas City Chiefs really can be one-dimensional, but it take for a team like the Denver Broncos who play them twice a year. They see them twice a year. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're gonna do. So it's about time, if you ask me.
How you see Kansas City finishing out? They got a tough stretch coming up. They got Miami this week. They got Buffalo.
Look at it. Hey, Josh. Hey, Zoo. He want me to say it, and I ain't gonna say it. The
What
Kansas
I
City
want you
Chiefs.
to say?
That's what he want.
Why I want
That's
you
what
to
he
say?
want.
He want me to say it, and I ain't gonna say it.
God, journalism.
The Kansas City Chiefs. They're gonna win the division. Now,
I don't see
now,
it.
do I like the Chargers? I like the Chargers.
This ain't got nothing to
But
do
the
with my
Chargers,
team.
the Chargers go as far. They go as far as stanky.
This ain't got
They
nothing to
go.
do with my team. This talk about a team with the best, allegedly the best quarterback in the league, only scored 1 touchdown in the last 6 quarters. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Damn,
he bound to
are
have
you
a
gonna do
bad
that?
game.
Are you really gonna do that
He
allegedly
bound
thing?
Hey, he bound to have a bad game. Look at
15
what they do.
touchdowns,
At least
and 8
one.
interceptions. That
Watch
don't
what they
sound
do
like
this weekend.
quarterback one to me.
Watch what they do this weekend when the Miami Dolphins come to town.
That ain't nothing to
Heard
brag
Tyreek
on,
Hill.
but you know Jalen Ramsey back, so it should be a good one.
Jalen
Shout out
Ramsey,
to New
they threw
York.
him a
Me and
gift.
my dog gonna be in New York watching.
Who the Miami Dolphins played this last weekend? The Patriots, right? They
Yeah.
threw him a gift.
Mhm.
They threw him a gift.
So
They threw him a gift.
I
the
got,
Patriots
I got a
receivers
question.
ain't no different from Kansas City receivers.
Now you got a point on
mean,
that.
I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I got a question.
Hey,
Anybody? We
hey,
can start with you. I can go anywhere though. If you Chicago right now, looking into you basically playing for where your pick is gonna be placed at, right? Do you think you cash in on Justin and ride it out, or do you go ahead and make the move in the draft to get a quarterback, receiver, whatever? Because you get 2 picks in the first round, I believe.
I think if I'm a team like Atlanta, if I'm a team like the Jets,
Mm.
you know, probably them teams that's not gonna finish in that top 10 range where they can land a Drake May, Michael Penix, or Caleb Williams, somewhere up in there, one of those teams. Then I'm probably trying to see if Chicago even thinking about it. Is what I'm doing. Because let's be honest, like you don't got to be in the office. You know they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
They ain't got no choice. You know they're thinking about it. You trying to galvanize the fan base. What way to do it than the most polarized player in college football? Then you get a back-to-back pick. So you telling me I could bring in Caleb Williams and I can pair Marvin Harrison Jr. with DJ Moore? My ticket sales gonna skyrocket. But also in Atlanta, you telling me I don't got to take a chance on a rookie quarterback? I can already give the guy with some NFL starting experience.
It'd
I
be a
think
win-win.
I think Unc was talking about development with Desmond Ritter and Malik Willis. There ain't too much development going on in Chicago anyway. Where Caleb Williams probably a more natural passer. Maybe.
Agreed.
Or Drake May or whoever's gonna be.
Yeah,
Right?
I could agree.
Or Shadur Sanders
I
or
think-
whoever's gonna be.
Shador ain't gonna
Yeah.
come out.
Well, and that's
Yeah, I don't
that was
think
my
he should.
thing. That's my thing about Atlanta, which I don't think he's gonna come out either. But if say Atlanta supposedly wants to play the game where they can inherit the Sanders brothers together, right? I don't think you play with your organization like that to wait a whole nother year to try to figure it out. Where you can get somebody like Fields, because Fields, I mean, he's a Georgia kid, Atlanta kid to be exact. Ticket sales there. I mean, formerly known as a Georgia quarterback, was supposed to take over the Georgia job and take them to promise. Look like they did it on their own. But you get Fields in there, he fit exactly what Arthur Smith wanted to do.
I forgot
He's
went to
definitely gonna
Georgia.
get the ball to your playmakers. Between Kyle Pitts, Drake
Drake
London,
London. And that's what
Jonnu
Tyler
Smith.
Hamilton probably gonna
Yeah.
do.
And I mean, we thought the running game was gonna be cool with Ritter. My God, imagine with Justin Fields,
And that's what Arthur Smith
Bijan, Ty last year. My goodness, I would hate it. I would hate it as a Saints fan, but goodness gracious, I ain't gonna lie. I go to a game for that. Off that alone, I watch it. I mean, it's actually. I'm kind of interested. What make you say the Jets? Are you talking about the Jets just because their stock's probably gonna go down, like in terms of their pick range?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Because Aaron Rodgers probably won't play past next year,
Right.
assuming he
Can
comes
they
back.
bet on Zach?
No.
Y'all think they bet on Zach?
They might.
You
They
had
might.
One point.
You remember
they might.
you said the
One point, Unc was a
development.
fan. Last time I checked.
At some
shit.
point, though, you just gotta accept Zach for who he is.
I mean, you talk about development, right?
Yeah.
Same shit.
And I'll chime in this NFL. A lot of times, if the GM Ryan Poles and the coach, what's his name, Eberflus, if they didn't bring the quarterback in, they're not all in. So it wouldn't surprise me if another team traded for this young kid. He's a generational talent. He can make the New York Jets a Super Bowl contender, and he can make the Falcons a special team in the NFC East. I think that it just wouldn't surprise me if it happened. I don't see it happening because you want to hang on to this young kid. But again, a GM and a head coach, whenever they start together, if they didn't start with you, they don't really care about it. And they didn't start with this kid. So it wouldn't surprise me that they traded him for some good pieces.
And I think another team that could probably be interested in the quarterback market coming up is the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford ain't got too much longer. Right?
He's cool.
Suffered another injury. This
Well,
was the third one.
What about the
Third one in
Arizona
3 years.
Cardinals? Arizona
A lot
Cardinals.
of people.
Colin Murray.
Well, they've been a little adamant that they weren't moving on from Gallup. Now I know a lot of times teams be blowing smoke, but they seem to be consistent and adamant that he would not be moved.
Yeah.
Now, but that's another team.
I mean,
Now, to your point, they not going nowhere
Bloodline.
fast, right? So that's another team that I got to see if they thinking about it. If I'm the Vikings, what Kyler Murray, right, to save grace for my season.
Another team that I'm talking about, the Green Bay Packers, is Jordan Love the real deal. So you could probably get a Kyle Murray. You could probably go and get another quarterback because I don't think that they are all in on him. I don't think he's a special kid as he once was before Aaron Rodgers left. So
I mean, it's his first year playing. Yeah,
it is.
You guys see,
It is.
And there's a lot of young cats over there too. Them cats ain't no older than 2 years old. So
I agree, but
oh, they all only 2 years old, except like one. Right?
Everywhere you turn around, it's a rookie. Everywhere you turn around, it's a rookie receiver. I got it, but is it a real deal? I think you know it, and I think he played enough, and I think that he possibly shown you enough to see, because Matt LaFleur, he gonna let you know. He gonna see to it. If he need a quarterback, I know what the deadline is tomorrow by what, 3 o'clock? 2:30?
3 Eastern.
He sucked too.
Yeah, he do.
Who's up?
LaFleur.
With Aaron Rodgers, with another quarterback, he could be on the hot seat. Well, I know this y'all show, but since we talking about hot seat, I don't know who y'all done had on it, but he is one. Never believed in him when he was a offensive coordinator in Tennessee. So for him to take over as a head coach, never believed in it. Don't think he got it. I want to see what they do if they move on from him, because I know we got about 8 games left. Again, he dealing with a rookie quarterback. I know it's a transition without Aaron Rodgers, but with Aaron Rodgers, they had offensive struggle. So I don't know if they're on a losing streak of 3 games. He could be on the outs.
Well, Dan Orlovsky put on some film talking about his favorite play is the stick routes.
Oh, LaFleur.
He throw one deep ball. Yeah, it's stick.
Yeah.
One go ball at the end, and Jordan Love just throw that mug up for prayers, and either they catch it or they don't.
I mean,
yeah. And part of the reason
the other people ain't know.
Job gonna be open. I think the Raiders job gonna be open. Green Bay job, as you mentioned, might be open. Depends on how
Saints job might be open.
Yeah, McDaniel's cooked. He done.
Yeah, he ruined that team.
I want him to lose tonight.
He traded Darren Waller. He don't give Josh Jacobs the ball. He don't find ways for Devontae Adams to get the ball. He don't play Hunter Renfrow.
And he traded away Derek Carr.
And he traded away Derek Carr. The whole reason Devontae Adams came to begin with.
Literally, you at least play it out and see how much you can get. That's crazy.
So I think I'm pretty sure they're gonna finish terribly.
And correction, he didn't trade him. He just released him. He didn't get nothing back for him. He didn't let him go.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true.
You ate the money. You ate.
That's the ownership problem too.
That's his
Yeah,
ownership.
but Mark Davis has been off
Yeah.
off the meds.
Josh, I agree with you. It's an ownership issue too. But the Los Angeles the Las Vegas Raiders, they've been dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's almost like they've been dealing with karma.
They might as well
I don't
give
get it.
UNLV their stadium at this point.
They might as well. But Josh McDaniels is a prime example that just because you did good with an organization on the offensive end, you don't just give him a head coach's job. I don't think he got it. I don't care where he go.
Do we see Dabo go?
Who?
Coach, he got
Nah,
to.
he got. I think he got a longer leash, bro. He
Nah.
got one
You
year.
said who?
Dabo.
Sweeney.
Brian Dabo.
No,
Oh,
Brian
you
Dabo.
talking about Dabo Sweeney or Brian Dabo?
Brian Dabo.
The ball, whatever. How you say his name? The ball.
Oh, okay.
I don't
They
think his
say
margin
Dabo,
is
but
going
the
to be
ball
as
is
small.
yeah.
I don't think his margin going to be as small because he dealt with injury, and I think Darren Waller could be done for the next couple of weeks. Saquon Barkley dealing with injury.
He done for the year probably.
Yeah, so I don't.
He got hurt again?
He
I'm actually
dealing
a
with
fan of
injuries, and he's probably gonna leave too.
He probably
I'm
should.
a fan of Dabo. I'd rather see him get a head coaching job over Josh McDaniels, but
Oh yeah, I do too. But
I mean, both divisions are tough.
I mean, I don't think you
Chargers.
let him go after this year, especially after them making the second round last year, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
But,
So he
yeah, the only thing they're gonna make this.
At the same time, bro, the line ain't been good since he been there.
But the line
The
ain't been
only
good
thing they're
before
gonna
he
make
got
this
there.
year is a potluck
Only
contest. That's the only thing they're gonna make this year. A potluck contest or a soup bowl.
uh-huh.
Who got the best soup? That's it. That's it.
Hey, speaking of though, to your point, Deers, I know you thought you were talking about. So you think Dabo Swinney gone for real?
He
Yeah.
might be.
I think it's time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's just time for a restart.
I don't know who they'll get
But,
though.
but how long has he been there?
Like
He's
12,
been there for a minute.
12.
12 years now. He
Maybe
he
longer.
his first year
14.
with
He
Taj-
may be
with Taj
14,
Boyd, right?
14.
Even before Taj Boyd, I think.
He was like 11.
Who y'all talking about? I'm sorry, I done got out of character.
Dabo
Dabo
Swinney,
Swinney.
my bad. Dabo Swinney. We hopped in college on a quick
Yeah.
tip. He said Dabo
Oh,
Swinney.
y'all gotta forgive me. I thought y'all talking about Dabo from the New York Giants. He only been there for a year.
Nah, he got time. Interesting.
Yes, his time might be up. In Clemson, I agree.
Hey.
His time will be up.
So yeah, okay. I didn't want to take us off the course too bad. So what would you do with Deshaun? Is he gonna play ever again?
So I had a
This year?
shoulder injury I had a shoulder injury when I played college football. I never forget. I only played special teams. I played 6 games. Look, when they gave me the cortisone shot, I do know one thing. I was able to play the kickoff. I was able to play the punt pressure. When I woke up the next morning, my shoulder didn't work. I do know this. Deshaun Watson's shoulder is way more significant than mine. So
What's wrong with the
I think
shoulder?
Yeah, sprained AC joint.
It ain't that bad.
Guess who it happened against? The Nico Autry, Jeffrey Simmons, the Tennessee Titans. Look. I know that. Look, I know they lost, but they hit that. They hit that man more. They hit that man more than the drum man in the church. Look, Deshaun Watson just need a little time, get his shoulder right. Offensive line got to get back right, and the Cleveland Browns
That's
just
the real
feeling.
problem.
Nah, his decision making got to get better, bro.
That's the real problem.
do.
I think the Browns' offensive line underperforming is surprising a lot of people.
Because they put a lot of money in it. Because they put a lot of money in it. They put money in the offensive line.
It's terrible.
In addition to that, though, I'm gonna say this: they played the Indianapolis Colts. Not that these teams are big time or the top 10 or top 15, top 20, but they all have great pass rushing. Deshaun Watson played against what is his name? DeForest Buckner, dog. Then before that, the couple weeks where he was out again, I already talked about it. He played against Jeffrey Simmons and the Nico Autry. Look, so what's their name? PJ Washington had to come in. I don't think he. I mean, you paid him. Ain't nobody gonna take on his contract, and they're not gonna make him second string. So he gonna be your quarterback, whether you like it or not, in the dog pile in the next couple of years.
I think he
Deshaun
should
Watson.
be their quarterback, though. I don't
It is what it
understand
is.
why he's being questioned. He played a
It is
solid
what
game
it
versus Tennessee. He played a solid game versus Pittsburgh.
He did. And anybody gonna talk about it. But Amari Cooper, you're starting one. Amari Cooper is your starting one. Who else you got?
Donovan Peoples-Jones and Elijah Moore.
But they ain't no big time receivers.
But
They
you got
still need-
top six
Well,
tight end,
Elijah-
David
Elijah-
Njoku.
I like him.
Well,
I
Elijah
like
Moore
him
act like he
too.
don't know if he want to play football or not. Half the game.
Exactly. So see, a lot of people want to call in and they want to talk about it. They want to see if they're white, they talk about what happened in Houston. What this karma. They talk about karma. That's what it is. They say he deserved it.
Nah, he
If
don't
they black
deserve
and they
it.
got some sense, we're gonna talk about it. He got a solid tight end, even though he want to play with fireworks. But we got a couple wide receivers: Amari Cooper, Peoples, Eli. These
Nah,
guys
they don't play
got-
peoples.
they don't play Peoples. See what I'm saying? He don't even got big time receivers. Now you put Deshaun Watson in Baltimore, they are still the same. They 6-2. If you ask me, I just believe his offensive line got to play a little bit better, and he gonna be all right. In the AFC North.
And they need to play Kareem Hunt.
And they
He
got
probably about to take over now with Jerome Ford hurt.
He played
Yeah,
last
dog.
game.
He
Kareem
got hurt
Hunt,
last
dog.
game. This game got hurt.
He a dog.
Her last game too.
Jerome Ford got hurt
I
against
love
Seattle.
Kareem.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What he hurt
his ankle.
again?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why was
I
he
think-
even playing?
I think the real and when they played the Seattle Seahawks, I think that team right there might not get enough credit. That's a good team, and they led
Good
by a good
defense.
quarterback.
A good defense.
And they do got a good defense, and they've been missing that. And
Seattle?
Yeah.
yeah, and they've been and they led by a good quarterback because the even some of the throws he making. Guess what? If it Herbert, Pat Mahomes, Burrow, he on ESPN because he did
Gino.
but because he did
Yeah,
blackface
Gino.
makeup, they don't give him credit.
Gino.
But Gino been balling.
Gino stands over here. For sure.
He been balling.
Gino,
As he walk off set.
Okay, I got you. But what y'all think of Baltimore so far?
I watched
Like,
that upon
if
me
y'all had
again.
to say right now, I rephrase the question. If y'all had to say right now, who's the best team in the NFL? And I put asterisk over the best team, right? Because I talked about last week that
Well, give me one.
the best team changes is literally
Yeah,
in
sure.
spurts, right? So it's literally in spurts. It's never the same team
Mhm.
in a month span.
So who you got? Boy, you
I'm
act like
torn
you
between
act like you
Baltimore.
had it right on your head.
I didn't. I don't even know.
I'm torn between Philly and Baltimore if I had to, and I'm probably leaning towards Philly
Because Philly done did it every way, right? They
in
did
every
it
way, and I got a win in
AJ
every
Brown.
fashion.
Sep
AJ
against
Brown.
the Jets.
AJ Brown is tearing the league apart right now.
Shout out to Cuz.
You still got Devontae Smith, who still slept on. DeAndre Swift and found new life. And Detroit, he was hurt. You give him the ball, he get hurt, he get tackled.
He
Right.
probably get hurt here.
But in Philly, he's been like a new guy. It seems like everything's coming
you
together.
can't touch him. You can't touch him in Philly.
It seems like everything's coming together for
Unless you the Jets.
everything's coming together for Philly right now. They're looking like they're gonna rebirth. I still got faith in the Cowboys to make it to the Super Bowl, though.
We'll see what they got this week.
Yeah,
You see the Super Bowl?
yeah. I bet the Cowboys got to the Super
Okay,
Bowl.
I'll just make sure.
Who you got going to the
Just
Super
making
Bowl?
sure. That why you wore that jersey?
That's
me-
not why. That's not why.
I forgot you. Never mind.
Yeah. Somebody, I didn't set myself. The Chargers. They set me up. Exactly.
I understand.
So who you got going to the Super Bowl, Zoo? Right now.
Actually, I don't. I have.
Right now.
Halfway through the season, almost.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick where I was at, Philly and Baltimore. If I'm talking today,
All right, cool. Steven, who you got going to the Super Bowl? Stephen A. Smith.
Uncle Shay.
Yeah,
Uncle Shay
Uncle
Shay.
Shay
That's
Shay.
Shay Shay.
Oh, that's Uncle Shay.
You sound like him. Skip.
You know, before the season started, I didn't pick them, but I think the Baltimore Ravens, I think they're the best team in the NFL. I think from quarterback to defense, I think sometimes they get bored. And they get when they get bored, they got bored against the Cardinals. They didn't really want to play that game. They didn't look forward to it. And that's why they let the Cardinals score all them points. I think Lamar Jackson has been the best that you've seen. He's been able. You said he wasn't a passer. He's showing you what he can do. I think the Baltimore Ravens play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. That's the matchup. They just added Kevin Byard for nothing. The Tennessee Titans gave him what? A 5th-round draft pick, a 6th-round draft pick. I think the Philadelphia Eagles play the Baltimore Ravens, and Lamar Jackson get his first Super Bowl ring. Book it.
Jeez.
Oh,
Tough.
it's crazy.
You know,
And I think also you got to think about Philly's been dealing with injury on the back end too.
And they have.
So
And I'm gonna tell you this.
who Lane Johnson ain't playing, huh?
What's his name? Sirianni. Harbaugh gonna outcoach Sirianni. If they make it that far,
Not with that tush push.
that's how it gonna happen.
That tush push ain't out coaching nobody. They really playing. They really playing. First and 9.
And what he say at the podium? If everybody, what they ask? Do you think they should stop it? A lot of teams been saying get rid of it. If every team could do it, they'll do it. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles, they got something serious going on, but I don't know if they can stop Lamar Jackson in that offense.
He might stop himself. What y'all think about Odell Beckham?
D-line athletic. I think he just want to be a bigger factor. And I think it's gonna happen later than it is sooner, right? I just think
This
they
is
still working
Later
out the
than
kinks.
it is sooner. Yeah.
sooner than it is later.
Nah, like I said, later than it is sooner. I don't think he's gonna be a factor until later, like that late run
I got
playoff
you.
time.
I think this is drawing close comparison to when A.J. Brown snapped on Jalen Hurts after the Week 3 game. He claimed that it wasn't about targets or nothing.
And it was.
Everything went up after that little debate they had on the sideline.
And
Everything. His
and
targets,
Hurts started-
catches, his
and you were
yards,
looking for
touchdowns,
him.
like everything went up.
He got my fantasy looking good, so keep doing it.
And he was looking for him on the next play, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
looking for him.
Yep.
You
So
know,
I think-
AJ Brown, I never had a problem with him, but the problem I did have is he was acting like Terrell Owens that night. And he
Keep
won't
doing your thing,
admit it. And he won't admit it.
Keep doing
he
your thing,
said-
T.O.
And he won't admit it. And what he say? I keep addressing y'all. It wasn't about targets. Look, even a blind man saw it was about targets. And it ain't a problem. But don't lie.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all.
Yeah. Just tell the
But
truth.
when you win, see, the problem I have is when you're winning, let it go. Let it go when you win. See, they was winning that ball game, and AJ Brown decided that what they see growing up, what they call it was cancer. See, if you acting like that to a football team, they call it he's cancer to a locker room. But because AJ Brown is a generational talent, nobody spoke on it, and they wanted to feed their star player. But what he was acting like was Terrell Owens. What he was acting like was Ocho.
Keep doing your thing, T.O. and Ocho.
Hey, and it ain't a place for it with a young quarterback. What Jalen Hurts was been in the league 3 years.
He could have
He
been in the
don't need
league
it.
25 years. Keep doing your thing, T.O. and Chad.
Look at it. Look at it.
Selfish.
I don't have a problem with AJ Brown. I think he's the best receiver in the game right now. But I do know this.
I ain't gonna say all that, but
Everybody know. Even your granny at 96 years old, she know you were complaining about targets.
I ain't gonna say all that.
You were
but-
complaining about
Let's say
targets.
right now.
I ain't
Hey,
gonna say
hey,
all
Say
that.
right now.
Hey, AJ Brown, nice. Don't get us wrong,
Say it
but
right
Nice.
now.
He is. He
we
is.
still ain't gonna act
He
like
is.
Tyreek Hill ain't got 1,000 yards in 8 weeks.
Tyree Hill really second run up in MVP if you ask me. That's
Who the
why I
first?
got him. Tyree Hill second in MVP.
Who first?
The first is Lamar Jackson.
get out of here.
I got Jalen, but yeah.
Interesting.
Lamar Jackson.
Interesting.
See the issue with
Who first, dude? Who first there?
I got Jalen.
You got who?
Jalen.
Honestly, I got Tyreek first, and then every
When I
QB
look
out
at,
there.
I'm okay with that, but when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, every time I turn on the game, what's going on? The game is close. It's close.
What the they got?
The game is close. It's going into overtime. It's 30-30.
Oh, so you saying AJ put them over the top for that? I got you.
What I'm saying is, when you look at that Baltimore Raven team, what Lamar Jackson doing?
The
He's
game
doing what he's
close.
supposed to do. What everybody talk
Every
about?
game for Baltimore has been closed except the Detroit game.
The Detroit. No.
No.
Okay.
No, that shit wasn't.
They've been close. You're right. They've been close. But like I said, I think they're getting bored. I just really don't believe. I think that the Eagles, it's not a getting bored thing. I think that sometimes teams just figure out how to score on them. They figure out how to stop Jalen Hurts. I don't think you can stop Lamar Jackson. I just don't think you can.
But you also got to remember everything's brand new in Philadelphia right now on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
It is
scheme wise.
It is. Yeah, y'all
I definitely like the notion, Josh. I definitely like the notion of Tyreek Hill being MVP. So I'm.
If Tyreek touched 2K, it's a wrap. You got to give it to him, right? Like as much as you want to give Mike McDaniels.
When the last time a wide receiver won MVP?
That's what he's saying. Like you give him if he get 2 Gs, he got to be MVP.
2K.
Hey, y'all gonna sit up here and tell me that every defensive
based off this year,
every defensive coordinator losing sleep on Lamar Jackson because they say
lose sleep over Tyreek.
Bro, they dreaming about how to stop Tyreek at this point.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. Since he had that turn on year for the Kansas City, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I mean, his first year, second year on, he been that.
Week 13, Tyreek Hill gonna be injured. He gonna pull a hammy.
Hey, bro, ain't nobody tell you to start that.
Look at all that one. See, look, and I'm not wishing it on him, but what I'm saying is, if you take Tyreek Hill out of the game, who else? What else happens? Right? They call it MVP. You get Tyreek Hill a deep ball. It get colder November, December.
Yeah. So if they the one seed, it don't matter.
They want to keep going to Tyreek Hill. At some point, you're gonna shut down.
He did. He did have a game winner in Buffalo, didn't he?
Hey, I'm just gonna say this. If he the one seed,
if Miami is the one seed, which they probably will
it's a track meet. Just get ready for it, cause H ain't gonna be back. It's gonna be a track meet over there.
I think the Baltimore Ravens gonna get number one seed in the AFC Cup.
And I only say it won't be them because their division is so tough. Like it don't matter how bad Pittsburgh is, no matter how bad Cincy is, no matter how bad Cleveland is, no matter how bad they are, they always gonna play each other, and they nobody in their division is gonna finish undefeated.
Because that weather is messing up everything up there, bro.
It is, and look, with Tyreek Hill being a focal point, I don't wish injury on nobody. All I'm saying is, they got him doing a lot. He's running in motion. He's running deep ball. He's taking handoffs. At some point, that engine gonna die. That's all I'm saying. I don't, and I said it, and that's the only reason why I didn't draft Tyreek Hill none of my fantasy, because I looked at him being able not to be able to last in the last couple of weeks because they use him so much, and he's the best player on that team.
Who did you draft in your fantasy?
I'm sorry. What do you say? What now?
Who did you draft in?
I drafted. So
you drafted Justin Jefferson. That's who you drafted.
And he hurt too.
In two of them, I drafted Jefferson. In two of them,
hey, Unc, let's make a trade, Unc. I got somebody for you, Unc. Let's make a trade, Unc. I got somebody for you.
Wait, get me out of character, look. Hey, look. Hey, Derek. I'm on a 3-game losing streak. Hey, look.
Hey, get what you chill.
As soon as Jefferson put it hand me, I just got on the phone with him. I told him, look, ask for a trade. Because look, ask for a trade.
Hey,
Ask for a trade.
I got
You damn sure ain't got no quarterback in that BYU kid.
I got a question for everybody. What if Justin Jefferson, this is contract year, Justin Jefferson go to the free agency and he end up going to Cincinnati and they give up T. Higgins and just to have him and Chase? What y'all think?
Higgins who? Mixon?
I mean, but how would you pay him?
Whoever.
You ain't paying both of them.
Never know. How would you pay
both
him?
Of them, they dollar.
Never know.
That
was the whole point of not paying T. Higgins, though.
You never know. You never know. I'm just saying you never know. I ain't gonna say they can pay him.
Man, listen.
It's a quarterback.
Restructure contracts or something. Saints do it.
Is a quarterback
no team out there.
Zero.
It's a quarterback receiver league.
Why not? Did the Saints get a QB that was worth $150 million?
He ain't worth $150 million.
How much you get?
The max he can make is $115, and you only paying 2 years of that, and he might not get the whole $115.
He probably get it. I'm just saying. I just brought up a scenario.
But
for Cincinnati, you giving up your whole team for 2 receivers. And
they don't use Mixon anyway.
But what about the other side of the ball?
I mean, I agree with that one more than the Mixon
defense,
shit. They don't even use Mixon.
You barely got a piece of offensive line, what everybody say. So then you lose that even more so.
So what if JJ take a pay cut?
Why would the best receiver in the
I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying he doing it.
I mean, I just gotta make logic of it for me to answer the question.
Yeah, ain't no way.
You never know. It's football.
I'm with you on that, Josh. That's
Man,
because I was thinking about this. As a Minnesota Viking owner, what do? Kirk Cousins down. Jefferson really don't even want. He didn't even want to play when they were 1-4. He didn't even want to be there.
He was 0-4.
And it didn't have a contract in place. So what do? It'd be interesting tomorrow if they do a trade, send Jefferson to somebody, because you ain't for sure if you're gonna sign that contract next year. If I'm the Minnesota Vikings, I'm sending them to somewhere who give me a first rounder. That's a good question because I was actually thinking of that. Franchise tag.
You can do that.
The franchise tag.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
In the NFL, a lot of them doing that franchise tag to make sure they keep them.
Yeah.
I ain't a fan of it, but I got it. I understand.
Really, you got the shoe. Where could he go though? You got some people with some bread.
Who got bread?
Chicago.
Chicago could do it. I mean, Kansas City could do it. They got bread.
Kansas City ain't got no money.
They see, but see, they can send them players, and see a lot of NFL teams been taking 2026 draft picks, 2027 draft pick. That's what they've been doing. If I'm Jefferson, I want to go somewhere where I know I got a good quarterback. Right now, he don't know what he got. He might ask for a trade, but the Minnesota Vikings got to get something back. And they're not for sure they're going to get him next year. So this might get interesting tomorrow by 3 o'clock.
Oh, my God. This is a snooze fest, bro.
He gave it right back.
Gave it right back to him, fam.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the game was on.
I had a sneak peek. I got some numbers I need to see hit. And right now, it's not looking good. Yeah. It's first quarter, so I ain't tripping.
They gonna blow.
Hey, Unc, question. Unc, you into college? You up on college?
What's your question?
I just don't know what you thought of some of these quarterbacks that might be coming into the league next year.
Oh yeah, hit me with it, because I'm gonna make somebody smile tonight. Hit me with your question. I don't believe Caleb Murphy has. I don't think he's better than Drake May. Now look, we talked about this. And there is a lot of. I seen him on Twitter, and he was talking about how can you watch Drake and not say he's number one? and I think I brought my feelings into it. What I say? I put him in my parlay, and they lost. Who they lose? They lost to Virginia.
Yeah.
Look. They lost to Virginia, and I did. But see, I put in my parlay yesterday. What Saturday, and they beat Georgia Tech,
They
and they
lost.
almost lost that one. And they
They
almost
lost to
lost
Georgia.
that one.
They did lose to Georgia Tech.
They did lose that one. You're right. I think that I if I'm an NFL organization, I'm picking him over Caleb Murphy.
Williams.
Say what?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, Caleb Williams. When I watch this kid, the way he dropped back, the way what they call it, loquacious. Loquacious. That's a word you gotta look it up in the dictionary. Loquacious. This kid is Hey, Zoo, you back. I want you to hear this.
Talk to me.
One thing I like about Drake is he loquacious. You know what loquacious mean? He communicate. He communicate with a line with the running back. He tell him 52. When he look at the receiver, he give him a hot route. Look, and he familiar with pressure. I picked this kid over Caleb Williams any day.
It must have got juicy when they kicked me out the boot, huh?
Why you say that?
I'm just saying. I
wanted to let you know. You ain't get to hear what I said, and I like this kid. And if I'm an NFL organization, I'm picking this kid over Caleb Williams.
Okay. I ain't mad at it, Young. I thought
it
people
ain't-
it's a real responsibility.
And it ain't because he got black nail. A lot of people talking about that. It ain't because of the nail. I've been watching this kid, and I think he hold the ball too long.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch Drake, he's poised. He execute. He deliver. And a kid that he remind me of. I might get some heat for this. Bryce Young. He don't look right.
I
Okay. Okay.
You should have
Nah,
said
I
like
thought
C.J.
that's what
Stroud or
the-
something. I mean,
That's where the Justin Herbert
No,
comparison was
because
coming in.
you could have
when
said
I
Justin
compared him,
Herbert.
when I watched Bryce Young, when he played at Alabama, he never looked rattled. He never looked like he was going through something.
That's true.
He
That's true.
when you
That's
when
what
you
I'm saying.
when it,
I'm with you. I watch ACC football all the time, so I know what you mean in terms of poise and shaking stuff off. He just get up and play ball. I respect that.
and I'm in Charlotte, and right now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I get to watch him on national television because they're gonna play every game. The kid is special, and I believe that I ain't the best scout in the world, but I believe that the NFL organization is gonna pick this kid over Caleb Williams.
It's very possible. It would make some sense. You got reasons. You got reasons to prove for it. I think you can go either way, depending on what your cup of tea is. What do you think about What do you think about the next tier? If they wanted to most people's comparison, right? What you think about like Penix, Knicks?
No, not Knicks.
I'm just saying they talking them
Knicks.
up. They talking them up.
Why not Knicks?
Not Knicks.
Why not Knicks?
Not Knicks.
I understood that part. Why not Knicks?
Third or fourth rounder.
What has he wowed you with?
Third or fourth rounder.
Knicks got arm strength.
I ain't seen it.
He got
A lot of things. Let me ask y'all this.
Yeah, he got it, bro. I ain't seen it all. I ain't heard it all today.
I thought you was gonna say composure or something else, but I mean, he got.
Let me ask y'all this: how long has Bo Nix been in the NCAA? How long has he been playing?
6.
So what that say?
6 years.
Everything he doing, what's he supposed to do? He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to play like that. No, see, when you playing that long, they won't expect anything different, and that's exactly why he's in the third or fourth round.
I make the argument that he been playing decent since he got to Oregon.
Maybe
Auburn was just a terrible fit for him, and it looked like it was a terrible fit for the next guys behind him too.
He been playing decent, but he forward that.
Nah, he was garbage.
How old is he?
Like I said, he 24, 25.
No,
I think he's 24.
25.
25. That's that. Look, everything you
He'll
doing.
be 25 when he makes the league, I believe.
Everything you doing, you're supposed to. I don't expect any different from Knicks.
I
And
can't
guess what?
believe I'm hearing this.
Still ain't gonna win the championship.
He probably ain't.
No,
You think
Jay?
Jaden Daniels better than Knicks?
Man.
Darius?
I do. I think that's a number one Hall.
No.
I think. Oh, you asking Darius? I look, Josh. I apologize. I didn't mean to chime in. Jaden Daniels special, and he might be.
What does Knicks do that Jaden Daniels don't do?
You see,
He performs
Bo
better
Nix,
under pressure.
Bo Nix use his legs like that.
But he performs better under pressure.
Who? Jaden Daniels.
No, Bo Nix.
But Jaden Daniels, he might be what,
You
one or
pressure
two
Jay
high.
Daniels. Jay Daniels get too happy.
Let me ask you this.
I mean,
His
Jay,
mechanics are terrible.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on.
His
let me
mechanics
ask you
are
this.
terrible. Just turn the tape on. Mechanics are
Who's
terrible.
ter-
He's an athlete though. Don't get me wrong.
Who's ter-
And that's what works for him. He's a better athlete than Bo Nix for sure.
What
He's
you
a
said he
better
performed better over under pressure?
Yeah.
Who?
And his mechanics are better than Jay.
And I will say this: Jaden Daniels, see, he's missed a lot of throws, a lot of
That's-
overthrows.
Bo
Yeah.
Nix missed a lot of throws too.
And Bo Nix had missed a lot of throws. I actually had Jaden Daniels winning Heisman at one point.
You still might
So,
win the Heisman.
I want to see what they do
You're
against
right.
Alabama. They both had a bye and they play this weekend.
Big game. I think LSU pulled that one out based on what I've seen. In
I'm
comparison.
gonna go Alabama.
Man, they got
Yeah,
3
I mean,
NFL
yeah.
receivers for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
You got
going with
one
Alabama.
Prolific offense.
Hey, look,
because LSU
I'm go-
defense ain't it this year. But
Well,
You know
I
what
mean,
don't
they
know
got a
what
bye.
Alabama, you don't
So.
know what Alabama offense you're gonna get. And I
Yeah.
like
I
Miro,
think-
so
I think Alabama
You're
found their
right.
way on offense. I think
so too. I think so too. And I think this, Jay Daniels, when he overthrow a lot of times he let the other team hang around. What my grandmother always say, when you play with your food, it's time to go to bed. You keep playing around with a team that's mediocre, guess what? They done. And look, you keep playing with a team that's under 500, ain't supposed to beat you, and they end up beating you. Don't let them hang around. That's the only problem I got with LSU and Jaden Daniels. They gonna play around with Alabama, and Nick Saban gonna dial it up.
I don't think their offense gonna play around with Alabama. I think it'd be more their defense. They do
Yeah,
got the number
but-
2 scoring offense in the country.
No, they
But
prolific.
when I watched them play against Arkansas, when I watched them, see, a lot of times they go out there and you think Jaden Daniels gonna be quick. He gonna be quick. He gonna score quick. Drive that. No, what they do? Overthrow. What they do? Punt the ball. Nah. See, and I think that Alabama defense, and you give them a week off. I know one thing. I don't know it, and I might can look it up. What Nick Saban record after a bye? That might be important.
What's his
Because
what's his
Because
what's
guess
his record
what?
after a bye?
guess what?
Undefeated.
You done gave him. Now you done
undefeated?
gave him.
He ain't undefeated.
Hey, look. Hey, Darius. Now you done gave him 2 weeks to prepare.
He ain't undefeated.
He not. I'll be surprised. I mean, usually they play a cake gang after the bye, so that's why I be.
No, usually they play LSU after the bye.
I got a Palmer raining in the background.
All right, y'all. Look,
You sound like it.
I respect the takes. We appreciate you, Unc, joining us today. We're gonna let you get your
Hey.
final outro.
He
And
31-9 after the bye.
31-9.
Okay. Pretty dang close. Sheesh.
Y'all can book it. If y'all don't, hey, look, next Monday we y'all in the final possession. Just know, Nick Saban and Alabama rolling tide. They're gonna beat the LSU Tigers on Saturday. And look, I appreciate y'all having me on the final possession. Darius, Josh Wimmer, and Zoo. Zoo, I got a barber for you. Don't worry. Look, hey, the Tennessee Titans traveling to Pittsburgh on Thursday. It's the Will Levis show.
What's the final score?
Welcome to the-
yeah, what's the
Huh?
final score?
What's the final score?
17-9, Tennessee. Book it. And I appreciate y'all for having me on the show. Much love. Unc out.
All right,
Appreciate you, Unc.
Y'all got any
Hey.
outros?
Hey man, listen.
college
Good.
basketball
Oh
season, bro.
gosh.
College
Please,
basketball
not worry.
season upon us. Go Tigers.
Cooper,
Go Tigers.
Cooper the Duke takeover. 2-year national champs coming up. Don't worry about it.